Welcome to the Hardcore MMA Fan Show and our top 5 picks for pound best in mixed martial arts. Coming in at number 5 is Miguel Torres.
Yeah, Miguel Torres, a great fighter, very well rounded, has a record of 34-1, 21 submissions. Not very well known until actually just recently he's kind of broke out onto the scene. Is just now really starting to get his due. Very aggressive on the ground and standing. Has good stand-up, great submissions. What I really like about him is the fact that he's constantly going for submissions. He throws one right after the other. He's a great fighter.
His only defeat came and in 2005. He redeemed that with another submission. This guy has been tearing up the bantamweight division, and it doesn't look like anybody's been able to stop him. No. He popped up on WEC and took the title like it wasn't nothing. Yep. This guy is a phenom, and that's why we have him at number 5. Coming in at number 4 is Uriah Faber.
Uriah Faber, another well-rounded fighter, awesome on the ground. We already knew that. We knew he had pretty good stand-up, but he really displayed it when he fought Jens Pulver just recently. He did a very good job of avoiding the Pulver's left hook, and pretty much just delivering. He was actually in something that's actually pretty hard to do, especially in MMA, is throwing a lead right hand, and he was landing a lead right hand on Pulver all night. Very good fighter, well rounded. Like I said, I mean, he pretty much dictates where the fight goes, whether it be standing or on the ground. Whenever he hits the ground, he is completely aggressive. He's a cardio machine. He never lays in wait. He's just constantly on the attack.
Every time this guy fights, man, I'm just like, I'm glued to the set because he's so athletic, so well-rounded, and he doesn't pit-pat around. He's technical, but he's not so technical that he's boring, that he's just sitting and waiting. He's always moving. He's always getting better, and he's phenomenal. He's a phenomenal athlete.
Very, very dominant champion as well. I mean, good role model for the sport too.
Yeah. Does a lot with kids. He trains kids. He's an all-around great guy.
Yeah.
And we hope he stays. We hope he stays the champ.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 3 is George Rush St-Pierre.
All right. Well, George Rush St-Pierre, great fighter, very well-rounded. Yeah, he lost to Matt Serra the first time. You can say it was a fluke or whatever, but the main thing, what we look at, is like Dave was talking about, when he came back 10 times better. I mean, he came back better than he was before. Yeah. His wrestling has gotten phenomenal. He out-wrestled Josh Koscheck, just made him look like a B-level fighter. Then ended up, when he fought Matt Hughes again, he made Matt Hughes look really bad. I mean, his ground game is in my opinion, it's gotten 10 times better than it was.
Yeah, I mean, coming back from a loss and coming back and being 100 times better than you were. I mean, becoming like even more.
He was good to begin with.
Yeah, and coming back and becoming a more well-rounded fighter. The wrestling was like, he had some wrestling, but when he came back, it was like he wrestled forever. Like that was his base.
Yeah, you would have thought wrestling was his base.
But he continues to get better. Not just his fighting skills, his physical form. When he came back, he was in better physical shape.
Yeah.
He trains his butt off, and it shows in the ring, and he continues to get better, and that's why we have him at number 3. Coming in at number 2 is Anderson the Spider Silva.
All right, Anderson Silva, great fighter. When you say he's got a good ground game, but his stand-up is phenomenal. His stand-up is just possibly the best stand-up in MMA right now, pound for pound, as far as the stand-up goes. His ground game is pretty good itself. I mean, he submits people, he knocks people out. I mean, he can do most everything. And he's pretty much just ran over top the middleweight division.
they call him the Spider for a reason. I mean, his legs. I mean, once he gets you down, man, it's hard to get back up
That
again.
is true. Yeah, he's always he's always going for the body triangle. He controls people well on the ground. Yeah, I mean, he's an awesome fighter.
He's destroyed Rich Franklin twice.
Yeah, that's a lot to be said because Rich Franklin was a pretty dominant fighter in the middleweight division.
He outgrappled Travis Lutter. He got Dan Henderson. He choked Dan Henderson out. This guy has been the dominant force in the middleweight division, and now he's went up to light heavyweight, and we can't wait to see what's going to happen there. Coming in at number 1 is BJ, the Prodigy Penn.
All right, BJ Penn, awesome fighter. We look at it this way with BJ. A lot of people may disagree with us as him being a number 1 pick, but BJ is, without a doubt, the most well-rounded fighter in MMA. Probably because he is not just good, but great at every aspect. He has awesome takedown defense. Once he goes to the ground, you're pretty much screwed. He will submit you. He'll find a way. It's hard to keep him in any one position. He's good on the bottom. He's good on the top. Stand up. Great chin. Heavy hands.
Never been knocked out.
Never been knocked out.
I've never seen a guy cut.
No, me either. Fast, accurate hands. Pretty much flying knees. I mean, you just think about it. I mean, BJ Penn is it. I mean, he's got about everything.
His arsenal, he has an unlimited arsenal. His takedown defense is bar none the best in mixed martial arts because he is so limber and so well balanced that the guys in mixed martial arts, the best takedown artists, Shirt, Hughes, cannot take this guy down.
Even Randy Couture was talking about in training, and keep in mind Randy Couture is a light heavyweight and a heavyweight fighter, has a hard time with BJ. He said it himself. He had a hard time training with BJ, had a hard time getting BJ down because of his takedown defense. You can just talk about BJ all day long. Yeah, he was out of shape for a while. BJ's gotten back in shape, so now you're actually getting to see what BJ is capable of. Which honestly, BJ is a dominant fighter in a division that is the most stacked division in MMA, the lightweight division. I mean, what else can you say? That and the fact that BJ can move up.
Yeah, his notable wins. He beat Matt Hughes. He's went up and fought Renzo Gracie middleweight, beat him. He's fought Lyoto Machida and went to a decision.
In the heavyweight division.
Heavyweight, not light heavyweight, heavyweight.
And keep in mind, a lot of these fights aren't BJ Penn in the best shape that he's that he's ever been in.
He wasn't dedicated like.
Yeah, this is an undedicated BJ Penn doing these things.
He went up to heavyweight and went to a decision. It was a unanimous decision, but he was out of shape. He wasn't dedicated like he is now, or was before. And I mean, to go from lightweight to heavyweight and fight, I mean, that to me is pound for pound. I mean, he'll go anywhere and he'll fight anybody. Out of shape, in shape, non-dedicated, dedicated. The guy just wants to fight and he wants to be the best. And I personally think he is the best, and that's why he comes in at number 1. So that's our top 5 pound for pound mixed martial artists in MMA. If you agree with us, that's cool. If not, tell us. Be polite with your comments. Be intelligent, and we will see you later.